I won't be able to visit my grandkids, my great grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going home. So when you get out there and you get an opportunity to have children, I need you to have all the children. You get an opportunity to be great and pour into the youth, I need you to do that for us because we're not making it back out.
His name is Dwayne, an ex-convict turned city committee member and an entrepreneur. He's the funnel cake king who was told by his inmate that he didn't belong in prison.
Hey, yo.
Thanks, bro.
How do you know the funnel cake king, man?
It's from being a good guy in the community.
Yeah?
The community is like a low-income, poverty neighborhood. And I seen him when he comes through, he always doing something to uplift. And I'm a strong black man, a father, a four, so I try my best to do whatever I can. And anytime I see him, I just come over and help him like, hey, spread the word, help him if he's giving out stuff, take it to the people that we know that need it in the neighborhood, because a lot of these people are without. So the work that he do in this community alone is just amazing. And then for him to be so young and getting all this accomplished.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's
what we need, man. That's what we need right here. Already.
I catch up with absolutely, man.
Everybody, please welcome the funnel cake king, Mr. Dwayne Benbow.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What do you got behind you, man? Please tell the people.
Come here, let me show y'all what we got. So first and foremost, my name is Dwayne Benbow, better known as the funnel cake king throughout the whole entire state of Maryland. And this right here, this is a map of Baltimore City, right? And if you look at these different logos, you see our logo. We're currently inside of 80 schools using funnel cakes to raise money for the youth. And people ask, oh, what do you do? What does that actually look like? So we sell funnel cakes during lunch. We sell funnel cakes immediately after school. We sell funnel cakes immediately at all the football and basketball games. Not catering, it's concession. So if it's a sporting event going on, yes, we're trying to come, we're trying to sell and raise money.
And that money is used for what?
The money is used for a variety of things. It's graduation. So you figure graduation, field trips, sporting equipment, you name it. If it's school supplies for the teachers, school supplies for the students, resources for the parents, it's a little bit of everything. So we figure that, you know, everybody need to, you know, raise money. Everybody's always complaining about we don't have enough money for this, for that.
Right.
So what I pretty much did is, how you doing, OJ? So what I pretty much did was I created a division in my company where we fundraise all year long. So it's not once a month, it's once a week, because that's the way that you really attack economic development.
Absolutely. And how can someone donate to your company or to your foundation of what you got going on here?
So you can definitely check us out on our website, which is www.benbowconcessions, BENBOW concessions.com, or you can just straight hit us in our DM, Funnel Cake King on Instagram, Funnel Cake King on Facebook. You can just send us a personal message. If you all the way out of the country and you just want to support, you can Google Funnel Cake King and it will direct you straight back to me. All right, we're gonna give y'all a whole tour. So stay tuned.
All right, man. Show us what you got, man. So
absolutely.
We're currently in West Baltimore. Am I right?
Yes.
All right.
We're currently in West Baltimore. Actually, this community is called Carrollton Ridge.
Carrollton Ridge.
About 2 blocks that way, you have Pigtown. 6 blocks that way, you have Sandtown. So we're kind of in the realm of a lot of West Baltimore-based things. So when you think about communities, this is a huge desert. It's a huge food desert. So we in it. So in order for me to, you know, just continue to do what I do, what I decided to do is actually purchase a piece of property. I purchased this piece of property right here, not to turn it into a restaurant or to turn it into something along the lines of that, but to actually turn it into a commercial kitchen for chefs to be able to rent out. So if you look, you see the branding all over the place. You see we on the walls, we on here, we got signs, we on the truck. Branding is everything. So we just try to do what we can do.
Brother Dwayne, can you please give
Come
us
on.
a quick tour of
Come on,
what
I'm
you
gonna give
got
y'all a
going on
quick
here.
tour of operations. You see Funnel Cake King on everything. You wanna be the king, you gotta be the king. Come on, let me give y'all a tour. And this is our first, the first property that we ever purchased. We were able to get this in the middle of COVID actually. And we decided to knock down all the stuff that was currently up and turn everything into a commercial kitchen. So it's a two-part. So this part right here is for individuals to be able to come in, prep their food, you know, prepping, seasoning, whatever is necessary, wash their stuff, and most importantly, package your stuff. So we kept the open concept in the middle of the floor. So if we need to put 2, 3 tables to come all the way down here, so a person can work around and lay their 1,000 bottles on the table so they can make their drinks or whatever it is, even with food. Once your food is cooked, you can kind of just you can come, grab something, and then it's container based. 1, 2, 3. You can walk with your stuff, hit it, meal prep. What I realized is that a lot of people need access to space. So instead of me doing a restaurant, I decided to come and turn this into a commercial kitchen for chefs, caterers, anybody that know how to cook, want to learn how to cook. Y'all can come right on here. You can rent this out, and it's just one of our many incubators that we want to continue to build and bring to Baltimore City.
And it's still in the process of obviously being built and actually getting set up the right way, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, getting set up as far as just setting up the building just in general, or just you talking about permit based, just a
Um,
little bit of.
Permit
Let me
base,
know exactly
the
what you need.
kitchen.
Let me know what you
Exactly.
need. So one thing and two things for sure, right? When you buy your property, you're able to dictate to what you want to do in a property. You want to rent it out for rental. If you want to rent it out for monthly rental and be a landlord, or if you want to come in and use it for recreational purposes. So we're using everything for recreational purposes. So permit base is not as difficult as it would have been if you were a mobile unit on the streets. If you were going to somewhere, this right here is for the individuals that's been cooking for years that need space. So this is scheduled to open 2023, and it's a give back. So it's like we're not focused on making sure that the company receives maximum amount. We want people to be able to come in here, learn, grow, and be able to just have their own environment to call their own.
That sounds amazing, my bro.
Absolutely. You know, so come on, I'm gonna show y'all the outside. So this right here, this place is dedicated to my brother that passed away 2019. My brother's name was Brock Kobe Benbow. He passed away 2019. So my goal was to just continue to create and continue to just do all the stuff that we spoke about.
Right.
He's not here to be with me, but he had specific things that he wanted to do growing up. You know,
How did
so
it pass away, if you don't mind me asking?
he passed away from a grand mal seizure. He suffered from grand mal seizures as a child, became an adult, then had one for like 13 plus years, and then one popped up 30 days prior to him passing away, and he had another one. And when you have a seizure, it's like if somebody's there, then someone is there. But if you're having it by yourself, then that's something that you forced to deal with. So he passed away November.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Thank you, bro. So
Man.
so this right here, Brock's place, is all my brother really wanted to do was just eat and have fun. So what I'm doing is I created this space for people to be able to come and eat and have fun. So come on, I'm gonna show y'all what Brock's place look like.
All right.
Welcome to Brock's place. As you see, we're still working on a few things. When we initially started with this project, it was 4 trees this side. We had to get all the trees down, pour all new concrete. It was just chaotic. It was just chaotic. So as you see, this is some stuff that me and my brother had spoke about. We spoke about actually being able to take funnel cakes to the next level, hire and provide opportunities. So we're open for franchise. If you're interested in potentially doing a franchise or managing partnership with us, or just potentially being one of our partners, you could definitely, you know, connect with us in this for the community. So like if you look at this picture right here, this young lady right there, that's a 15-year-old. So this 15-year-old ran the whole stand. This was her stand. She ran the whole stand by herself, right? Then this gentleman right here is about 22. He ran his own stand by himself. And then if you look down here, you'll see another gentleman by the name of Kevin. He ran this whole stand right here by himself, and he was about 25. This gentleman right here was, I think, 23, and he ran his own stand. So what that pretty much means is that you can start and be successful in this as early as 15, and this is where we're at. So as I spoke to you earlier about having fun, we got this. This is the
Oh,
NBA.
the NBA rims.
This is the NBA regulated rim. So this rim is gonna get installed in that corner. So you'll be able to come and do free throws,
Oh
3-pointers
man,
while you back here.
I can't wait to see the finished product.
Yes. So you kind of
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
Yeah. So you need, you know, basketball. So it's like you'll be able to come back here, play the game, watch the game. You know,
Eat, cook.
yeah, eat, cook, private area. If you're a chef,
That sounds like paradise.
that's it. If you're a chef and you want to rent a place, like what better place to just be able to cook the food and do your tasting in the same place? So that's what this is about. This is about individuals that want to come and want to continue to grow. So it's like if you're having a business, if you need investors, then you'll be able to come here and pitch your business to other like-minded individuals. You want to learn about the stock market, if you want to learn about real estate, all those classes will be taking place back here. It's not just about food. It's not just about basketball. It's about business. And you got to make sure that you handling your business. So I'm going to come over here and show y'all what we got over here as well. As you see, we got the double-decker oven over here, the 6-burner stove, deep fryer. You know, so we're in the process of still finalizing and fine-tuning a few things. So our anticipation of completion with this project is about another 90 days. That's what we anticipate. So the goal is chef is able to rent the kitchen. They can cook all their food out back, right? Then they can take their food inside of here and serve it out of here. So it doesn't get no better than that. It's a one-stop shop. So if you envision 50 people sitting down, there's 50 people sitting down, food is coming right out, going in here, and it's being served right out.
Wow.
So when the person come in here, guess what? Everything included. This building will never be open to the public. So the individual that's here, that's sitting down, they're here for a specific reason. Somebody brought them here. They paid their price. So if a person is paying for a ticket price, everything is included. What does that mean? That means that when you come in here, you'll be able to get a drink, some popcorn as soon as you walk in the door. You'll be able to come up, get your appetizers. You'll be able to get your entrees and your dessert, right? So that ticket price is going to give you everything that you need. We're not gonna build the whole bar and try to make money off the bar like a lot of other individuals. We just want you to come here and enjoy this experience. Whatever you like to drink, we'll have it. You can have a drink if you want to just sit and just be whatever your preference is. That's what our goal is. Come on, I'm gonna show you the inside of here. It's a little tight, but I just want to kind of paint the picture. We had the Amish actually come and build this shed here. We put diamond plate on the floor. This is a 5-burner stove right here. As you see the power. If you look at the light right there, it's about to come on. You see the light? That means that there's power going back there. We got another deep freezer in here. So the goal is you'll be able to come in here. Your food will be able to get served straight out of the window. So that's what the vision is for this project. And this is just one of 3 incubators. So the first one is going to be the kitchen. The second one is going to be the merchandise department where we're just making merch for local brands. And the third is going to be a full studio. So it's like we're gonna rent you the kitchen. You'll be able to come and rent our equipment to start your own clothing line, and you'll be able to come and rent our own studio to start your own music. So our goal is to just help individuals take their abilities to the next level.
And are you also gonna like teach younger kids how to start a business, how to start a clothing line, or whatever the case might be?
Absolutely. So we currently have, with us being inside of so many schools, inside of a total of like 80 plus schools. So what we're doing now, we created a program. I'm the king and the youth are the knights. So we have a knights youth program teaching entrepreneurship, teaching them about financial literacy, teaching them about having your own, like whatever it is, having
That's
your
brilliant,
own.
man.
That's what's most important. Like this, what I back up a little bit. What I didn't speak about is this building is our nonprofits building. So you have Funnel Cake King, and then you have our nonprofit. The name of our nonprofit is called Entrepreneurs Helping Entrepreneurs. So our goal is to just continue to just help entrepreneurs. So this is for the chefs. The next one will be for clothing lines and individuals that want to take their brand to the next level. The third one will be for individuals that's interested in music. The fourth one will be on the construction side, teaching individuals. Now we got these three projects. Now we can buy our own land, and we can build our own walls to help. We can just put a whole house there, knock the walls down, put the walls up, and teach the kids construction. So what's better than that? It's about really just being able to plug and give back. I feel like it's more people that are asking and feel that they deserve money for this and money for that. How about we just all help one another and we take it from there?
Mr. Dwayne, you have such a beautiful family, man.
Thank you.
Can you please quickly tell me how you met your wife?
How I met my wife. You know what? I actually could probably show you how I met her. Actually, well, let me just find a picture of a strawberry crumb funnel cake. Because everything starts with the funnel cake. The funnel cake is what did it. I had an opportunity to be a part of an event. I saw her one time. It was so the event was, it was like every 30 days, right? Like every 30 days.
Pretty much.
So we did it one time. I was introduced to her briefly. The second time was introduced to her again, and she caught my eye. And I've been making strawberry crumb for her 8 cents. Is that like the official? Is that the official way we met? Like that pretty sums it all up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, through a Black power market organization that helped Black entrepreneurs in like the height of the pandemic. So that's literally how we met.
Yeah.
Immediately connected, fell in love, and have been together ever since.
Yeah.
Have not been separated. My first thought was literally, who is this guy? Yeah, I was just like, who is this guy? Like, it's hard to run across people that impress me. I'm literally not an easily impressed person.
Sounds like my wife.
Yeah, his just charisma, just it was something, you know, about him that literally intrigued me. And I didn't even know he was going to be at that following event, because that was at the business where I was the director at.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
And I was, you know, hosting the event. So I didn't even know you were going to be there.
Yeah.
And then we met up again, and there it was.
How long have you guys been married?
We literally just got married this past year.
Yeah, we just got married.
Yeah, we've been together since 2020, and we just got married in 2022 in August.
August
What's
what?
your favorite part
25th.
What's your favorite part of marriage?
To be at the point in my life that I'm with someone that has such an amazing spirit, Just allows me to be who I am with, you know, the crazy, you know, and it's like he just is a very accepting person. He's actually helped me to be more accepting of people because I'm a very guarded individual. So he's really kind of helped me. Um, and you know, you mentioned our daughter. She's not my biological daughter. So, you know, I helped him get custody of her. We have full legal custody of her.
Physical and legal custody of her.
You sound like a great human being.
I try to be.
She
I have this question though, right? Are you submissive to your husband?
I believe, because people have the wrong
interpretation of it.
100% they do. People think that being submissive means being weak. I'm far from being a weak person, but I allow my husband to lead.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I tell him I'll follow him anywhere. Yeah.
That's why I want
that question because
that's why I need a her on camera.
Women who are taking that word and just twisting it. They think it means to be a slave, but it really means that you respect your husband.
Yeah.
That's all that means. Really.
Yeah.
So, Brother Dwayne, I want to go back to you. I want to get a scope of your childhood. How was your childhood?
I mean, so my childhood was, I mean, it was an interesting childhood. My parents, they got back together. I would say like they were separated. At the beginning, I would say they were separated. I remember them being separated until about 9, 10. And it's like they got back together at like 9, 10, because you know I was out there running reckless, you know. So they decided to come back together. And I grew up with my, you know, really my mother is really the strongest. My relationship with my mother is the strongest versus my dad. My dad, he drove, you know, he drove trucks, so he was on the road a lot. You know, he spent a lot of time on the road. So I would see him. So he might come in at like 11, and then he might gotta be gone at 6. So it's like time wise, I see him more on the passing by, more so than anything. I would have to honestly say that we spent our time together. We had moments, as I spoke about earlier. My brother Brock was, when he was born, he suffered from grand mal seizures. So that was like something that I, experienced being age 9, 2-year-old brother, and he had seizures from birth. So I would just have to just really. I think I had a pretty fair childhood. I would never say that I had that it was really hard. I mean, I felt like it was just regular. It was regular to
I'm
me.
laughing at you not talking about your grandma.
No, I'm about to. Of course.
Like,
Yes, I wanted to tie them in, and
okay.
and I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. My grandmother is where I got a lot of my entrepreneurship skills from.
Grandma's always there.
Yes, my grandmother was a cook, and she also sewed. So she was really good with making stuff with her hands. So I pretty much kind of just witnessed that just head on, just watching her be in church, organize stuff in church, then be the primary person that's making all the clothing. So if it's a corsage, if it's a hat, if it's a jacket, everybody had to buy from her, or you was gonna have the wrong color. So she kind of just cornered the market with sewing in her church, and it just kind of just showed me my first observation of customer service and being able to go and hustle a product. So I think I had a pretty, I had really good relationship with my grandmother. She's still here. She's about like 85 now. She suffers from dementia. So some days she know me, some days she don't. But these moments are, You know, those moments that I remember that being back with her is priceless to me. You know, so I would have to just honestly say that, like I got a lot of hustle from my mother's side of the family, my grandmother's side. I mean, well, my father's side. I'm also got. I would have to say, like, if I was to just do a observation, it was like 9 to 5 compared to entrepreneurs. So it's like I learned a lot of 9 to 5 capabilities on my father's side, and I learned a lot of entrepreneurship qualities with my mother's side. And the entrepreneur side, it took over, and that's where we at right now.
So,
Yeah.
is there anything from your childhood that you would love to like pass on to your children that you never really got?
Pass on to my child that I never really got.
So, like you just mentioned about
Yeah.
grandma being there, like spending more all of the time. Is that something that you want to do with your kids? Or?
Oh, of course. Like so my goal, my goal just in general, I have say hi, Brielle. Say hi. What's your name? Brielle. Brielle what? Benbow. Okay. How old are you? I'm 5. She's 5. So yeah, as you can see, she has a little cough.
Yeah.
But it's really about it's just time and more experiences. My daughter was, she was diagnosed with autism, 2021. My wife she's my everything. She's the reason why, like, my wife she's like a daggone lifesaver. She's a life, like, that's the best.
I literally
person.
do that.
Right. She's like the best. She's just the best structured person, and like without her guidance and her leadership, I would have never been able to get custody of my daughter. Without her guidance and her leadership, I would have never been able to um to like, the one part that we didn't talk about was my foot. Like, I was injured. I was on bed rest, and that was another thing that kind of got us. I was on bed rest. She was coming. She was coming every single day to my house to take care of me, and we
I didn't even know him.
Yeah, she was like she was a care.
I didn't even know him.
It was like she was and I call her my care provider. Like she
I hate that he calls me.
Like, like she literally she met me when she met me initially. I was walking when I first met her. I was walking.
You were walking.
Yes. The second time I met her, I was on crutches.
You were limping. Yes. The wounded animal.
Yeah. So she healed me, and with and not just healing that, she was in the process of also helping me get custody of my daughter. So it's like I would have never had custody of my daughter if it wasn't for her. So I'm forever grateful for my.
The Bible says this, right? The Bible says, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and shall obtain favor." So you have found a good thing according to the Bible. All right. Yes. I want to transition into your arrest. Like, when you were arrested, were you appointed a lawyer?
Sorry, bro. Yes, my dad actually he had got a lawyer for me. I believe it wasn't the best lawyer. Like looking back and learning from being incarcerated, just learning about just different stuff that wasn't approached during trial that should have been approached.
Would you say that you had a fair trial?
Yeah, I would have to say yes. I would have to say yes, because the reason why I'm gonna say yes is because when the judge came to me and they initially offered me 20 years, all suspended, but 12. Yeah, 20 years, all suspended, but 12. Then they came back and offered me like 15. They came back and offered me 15, and then my last was 12, and I couldn't get under the 12 years. So it pretty much was between 12 and 20. Due to the nature of my charge, 12 years was a fair. It was fair. I personally believe, based off of the amount of stuff that I did. So I would have to say that it was, you know, it was a fair trial. But as far as ineffective assistant counsel, I don't believe that I don't believe that I received all the counsel that I should have received throughout that whole entire process. You figure, age 19, I'm in the 12th grade.
Black boy.
Black boy, I don't know no good, you know. So it's like I didn't know certain stuff. But the 12 when I received the 12 years, you know, it forced me to become a man.
And so, can you tell us like what happened? What like why were you in prison?
So I was actually in prison for robbery with a deadly weapon. I was in high school. I had hanging around, you know, just a lot of just different individuals. I was always in business, but I felt like robbing somebody would be easier to just kind of remove the money out of their pocket, put it in mine, and continue to carry out my day. So, you know, just young, just still trying to find myself. I felt like it was a good thing, but obviously it wasn't. Yeah,
I like when you say I can never believe that.
yeah.
Like I would never believe it if I didn't know from him that that's what he was in trouble for. He's so far removed from that kid.
What was life in prison?
I mean, it was interesting. It was like prison life was just like a straight VCR. Like they controlled when it was time for you to move forward. They controlled when it was time to pause you. They controlled when it was time to stop you. They controlled a lot. So it was just interesting to just go from being able to be in control of when I ate, when I slept, when I worked out, to now I have to depend on another person to tell me when to do this and when to do that. So I think that was just one of the first that was just one of the first struggles to get over. And then the second struggle I would have to say was just excuse me, it was a confined space of being in environments confined with other people that are locked up for charges far more wilder than mine. You know, I was around rapists, I was around murderers, I was around pedophiles, I was around people that like I met some of the high profile people that killed their parents. I was a yeah, like I was around. I met a couple of people that you know that was on trial that said that it was voices in their head and they decided to kill their parents and their brothers and sisters, and they were just casual people playing basketball, running up and down the court. And I think that was just one of the most cold. That was the coldest part. It was these individuals is like they're regular humans, like they're regular people. You see them and you just never know who or why they're in there. And it's like as you learn, you might learn about somebody's charge 3 years after you already met the person. Like, you know, he was locked up for this or that. And this is like, God dang, I've been around him for 3 years and he did all that. Or he's a pedophile or he's a rapist. And I think that was one of the most interesting parts. Yo, can you go close the door for us, please? Thank you. Let's go. Come on, go ahead and close the door.
Wow, man, that's actually crazy. So I interviewed someone, right?
Push it hard. Push it close.
A few weeks ago, and he said that they never gave him like a fair trial. His lawyer just went into some room, came back and offered him like 20 years. 20 years if he doesn't talk, but if he was to like say that he was guilty, they would bring it down to 3. So it was like either 20 years if you say you ain't guilty or
Yeah.
3 years.
It happens every day.
Like, right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It happens every day.
So, can you walk me through the conversation you had with some of the other inmates in there that told you that you don't belong in prison? Is that correct?
Yeah, so I've had several conversations with individuals that were career criminals, and they looked at my age as if like you still got more opportunities out there to be great. Like, you know, like what are you doing in here? Like don't come back in here. Like I have life. People was talking to me like I have life. I have life all suspended, but 40. I have 65 years. I'm already 46.
What?
So it was like the amount of time, like it was everybody had jersey numbers. It's like a person with short time was considered somebody that had 25 and under. That was a short time. A short timer was considered somebody that got 25 and under. If you, because it's like people who got 30, 45, 60, 70, like they got time like it was, they had just, it was jersey numbers. It was straight football numbers. Like 52, 52 years was a normal thing to receive, So, um, so they kind of poured into me, and I had 12 years, so if 25 is considered short time, 12 years was really like they really like some people want to try and head one. It was like, man, what you doing? Like, why you here? Like, why you here from a like this my house? Why you here? Type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Because psychologically they knew that I was going home and they wasn't. So it's like the conversation that we had, it was like it was just some very interesting conversation. It wasn't never no drama, no stress, no nothing.
Yeah.
Because because everybody was cool. They work out, play dominoes, whatever it is. If you're a laundromat, you washing clothes. If you're a TED person, then you sweeping the TED. So it was just very structured. Yeah, I worked in the kitchen, so I was in the kitchen, still doing what I'm currently doing now, which is cooking. But I had some very interesting conversations with just gentlemen behind the wall about why I didn't belong behind the wall, and they told me that if I come back, that they was like they had something special for me if I came back, and it wasn't a gift.
I ain't going no.
Yeah, it wasn't a gift. They said we need you to be on the outside. We need you to be on the other side of the glass. Like that's how the conversations. Here's why we need you to be on the other side of the glass. And they talked to me about because the youth need to see you, and I won't be able to run for election. I won't be able to start my own business. I won't be able to visit my grandkids, my great grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going home. So when you get out there and you get an opportunity to have children, I need you to have all the children. You get an opportunity to be great and pour into the youth. I need you to do that for us because we're not making it back out. So that's definitely an engine that's inside of me, and people just see, oh, you just yeah, that's like I don't want to, I don't want to go back, and I don't want to let them down. So it's like it's a two-headed monster. Outside, of course, my family, like I don't want to let my family down, as well, especially my beloved wife, But it's like I don't want to let my family down.
Yeah.
Dwayne, did you have any support while you were in prison?
Yeah, so the support that I had was like, so what's interesting is that like the only people that come to visit people are lovers. They call it lovers and mothers. Only lovers and mothers. Lovers and mothers. Like the only people that's gonna come and see you are lovers and mothers. So that's either, what I'm saying, that's your mother, your auntie, whatever. But yes, I had support. My mom supported me tremendously. My dad supported as well. My grandmother, my brother, God rest his soul. They all came to visit me. My cousin. So I definitely had support. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there. I would have. But
I know you would have been there.
Right. Do you guys actually plan to have kids?
It's so funny that you asked that. I have children of my own, adult children. My oldest is 28. My youngest just turned 24. Yes, thank you. I think we're past that stage. We have a age gap.
How big is the age gap?
Yeah,
How big is it?
I'm 50.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm 50.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, you
50.
caught me on a working day. I was upstairs working. But, you know, I said I'll come down. We're normal people.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm 50. Dwayne is 35.
Black don't crack, huh?
Yeah, you know,
Don't
that's the
crack.
Latin in me.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now let's transition into you being a city councilman. What is your vision? Like, why, of all things, like, why did you want to go to city council?
Look at that right there. Look at that. It says vote Dwayne Benbow, 40th District Central Committee. We're currently in the 40th district. This is the district, West Baltimore. And guess what? I actually just won the election. I won the election by 1,500 votes. So now I'm going to be working directly beside the senators and the delegates, helping pass legislation so we can continue to build.
We're gonna get more into that.
Okay, so the 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 position is not city councilman. We're not on that stage. Maybe not yet. But the position is actually called Central Committee in the 40th District. Yep, Central Committee in the 40th District. We're currently inside of the 40th District. This building is inside of the 40th District. It's like everything is just like kind of just doubles back to the youth. Like I said earlier, we were outside, I spoke on the raising money. I spoke on the raising money and the opportunities. And like when I go and I do these different go any state throughout the whole United States of America, they have something called town hall meetings. Every city, county has something called a town hall meeting. So at town hall meetings, there'll be a lot of people in there complaining to the politicians about their needs not being met. But it was like 99% of the people would be complaining, and that one little 1% would get swallowed. That 1%, that one person that get up there to speak about a solution that they have, would get swallowed up by the 99%. So me being a numbers person, all right, all y'all complaining, I'm gonna run for election, I'm gonna win, and I'm gonna help the youth. So we can just kill all that. So that's really what the goal was. The goal was to do it, to just show why voting is important.
You're messing that up.
And also to just show my ex-offender family and community that you can win an election with a felony on your record. And like tomorrow isn't promised, so why not just go ahead and just do it.
What is your vision for the people?
So my vision for the people is to just continue to increase voter registration, because I think that we can start with not just voter registration, but more individuals getting on the ballot, because there's a lot of people that have influence in the community that's needed on that at that next table. So my goal is to just continue to just help the Democratic Party implement whatever it is, if it's legislation with laws being passed, if it's helping people get going out to go out and vote, you know, and or just creating this. I'm already doing the work in the community. I consider myself someone that's doing the work already in the community. The position is actually a non-paid position, so it's not like I'm in search of a financial gain. I don't get paid for it. I don't get paid for this position.
Yeah. That needs to change.
Yeah. So I don't get paid for the position. It's a volunteer. It's a volunteer position.
I think also your vision is building and educating.
Yeah, I was gonna. I was gonna
See?
speak on that. I was definitely gonna speak on that. Just as I shared with as far as the youth, like I feel like if there's somebody at the table when these different developers and stuff is coming in and they want to kind of do this law and do that law, I feel like if somebody's at the table to be in representation of the youth, then now we can put the youth at the table so they can learn at an earlier age. Like if it's a casino that's supposed to be coming in town to build up a casino, and they say that the money is going back to the school, but the one issue is the schools are saying that they never receive the money. I feel like that construction team should be teaching that youth. Like they should allow the youth. They should pay the youth. Let them be a part of these projects. Let them come and sweep and pick up a bunch of bricks at age 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let them be out there kind of just engaging and be around just different stuff. Because it's not always about the money. Like these kids, they need experience.
Yeah.
So I feel like with me being at the table, I can help accelerate more experience for the youth to get more opportunities, if that makes sense. Because it's like
training, education,
it's bigger than it's bigger.
trades.
Yes, it's bigger than
Yeah. Nothing against college. We love, but trades, that's really important, especially when you're dealing with, our demographic of youth.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So let's tie this into marriage, right? You guys have been married for what, for about a year and some change?
No, like 4 months.
Yeah, literally.
4 months?
Yeah.
August.
We've been
August
together
this
since
now.
2022,
Yeah,
but we
so
just
it's
got
like-
married. Yes.
Yeah, like we
Uh-huh.
literally fresh.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Courthouse, real simple.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what can you guys, like, what advice do you have for someone who's looking to get married but is afraid of jumping into, what advice would you give?
Yeah. The main thing is I say tread lightly, because people that you heard my husband say, we just went to the courthouse. And again, I don't have anything against, where people decide to get married, but the people worry so much about the day and not the marriage. Our main thing is the marriage. And you just have to be able to be on one accord. Like literally, we end each other's sentences. We know what one another, what we're thinking, what the other one's going to say, and just being friends. Like he's literally my best friend on the entire planet. I can literally be myself with this person. There's no stuffiness. Jeans, t-shirt, this isn't even me. I'm always dressed up, hair done, all this other kind of stuff. But I can literally, you have to be with someone that you are able to be your true self. And if you're not able to be that, I don't think it's a good plan. What people see with us outside in the community, on social media, whatever, that is us. We don't put on a facade for people. That's not even who we are.
Yeah, she spoke on, and another thing that she didn't, another thing that my 2 cents is
What
really,
didn't I say now?
yeah. So my 2 cents is really as she spoke about her age, she's 50, I'm 15. I mean, I'm sorry. She's 50, I'm 35. We all learn different. Some of us are more mature. Like we're not at our age. Like we need somebody that's going to be able to pour into us like this. We don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like to be in, like, don't be afraid to get outside of the box. Like get out of the box, because the person that you may want may be older than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because from a mind state, if you have a mature mind state and you're interacting and you feel that you gotta be with somebody because of your age, y'all both the same age, that's one of you. It starts right there, because it's like it's just so interesting.
Yeah, nothing against people my age. He surpasses those individuals to me. Yeah.
Thank you. And also, this is both of our second marriage. We both was married before, right? We went to go file. We filed our divorces together, and we both wasn't afraid to try again. So this is a message to everybody that may have had a failed marriage.
Yeah, be glad that you were able to get out of it.
Yes. And also everything that you experienced, all the stuff that you felt that that person was or wasn't doing, you get it out now. Now you're in charge of your expectations going forward, because of the person that if you going for the same person that you had, you're gonna end up with the same result.
Right.
So it's like if your you failed at a marriage, so you should have higher expectations moving forward. You know, you
Oh
shouldn't
yeah.
just be just doing it just to do it. You know, like that's I think that's one of the most important things is we sometimes people may feel that, oh, I failed once, I'm not gonna never do it again. And that's the worst thing that you can ever, like, that's the worst challenge you can ever put over yourself. That's the worst ceiling you can ever put over yourself.
Yeah. We both
So
leveled up in a huge way.
yes.
That
So
sounds amazing. You guys have any final words for the youth who are still on the streets, um, for someone who is looking to get married but don't have enough resources? You guys have any final encouraging words?
Yeah, well, as far as the resources, if you want to get married, um, don't allow monetary value and what other people think um, for that decision. You know, yeah, I mean, we do well for ourselves, but money isn't everything. As far as I always look at it, like, you know, I don't want to, why feed everyone? It's just a day, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I
We
mean,
just
it's
celebrate. We celebrate our very small unit, our very small circle in great ways. We love to travel, um, you know, all of that. So,
yeah,
your question to the youth would be, don't give up. You know, there's always someone watching. Um, just maintain your dignity and treat people with respect, no matter what their backgrounds are. Yeah, and we come from different backgrounds.
yeah. We definitely come from
Yeah.
two different backgrounds. The one thing that I want to just speak on is this is just a message to the African American males. Like, don't be afraid to go after custody. You can go after custody the same way that the mother go after custody. If you're tired of going through what you're dealing with, if you're and there's no end result, nothing is changing. If you're tired of the same old, the same old pickups, same old drop offs, go after full custody of your child. Because the same way that she has, she can go after custody, you can go after custody. And I just
Well,
think
she
that
didn't go after custody. You talking about?
I'm just talking about
Oh,
just
okay.
mothers. I'm saying mothers
In
just,
general,
yeah, the
yeah.
same way that a mother can go after African American males, like, go after custody. If you feel that you can do better and you're tired of your child going through certain stuff that they shouldn't be going through, only way it can ever stop is if you go after custody. If you win custody. And I just want to let the world know that you can go to courts and you can win without an attorney or anything. We didn't have no attorney. I went to court
Yeah.
and we got custody together. So that's just really my message. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we spoke on a lot, and that one part we really didn't touch on that much. So, like, go after your baby. Like, because if you don't, then what? Then the kid, they're gonna turn 9, then they're gonna turn 10. Before you know it, they'll be 25. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, go after them while you can. Get them while they're young. Go after them while they're young. Don't be afraid to go after custody.
Yeah.
Brother Dwayne, Sister Patrice, thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly and truly appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.